everyone, this is Brenda's Dirt from around the world, and today's destination is England. I'll be trying a recipe for trifles, so let's get started. So to begin our trifle, you're going to need a pound cake. You could buy it at the store or you could make it, and I'm going to show you how to make it. And I'm making this a day before I have to make my trifle. So all you need is 1 cup of soft butter, this is 1 cup and 3/4 of sugar. And you're gonna just whisk this until it's fluffy. So you can see here it got fluffy. So now I'm gonna add 3 eggs and 3 egg yolks. But I'm gonna add this slowly as it's mixing, 1 at a time. Okay, now I just want to scrape down the bowl. Make sure you always scrape the sides. And from there, I'm gonna add 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Gonna mix that together. So once that's well mixed, I have 1 cup and 3/4 of a cup of flour, AP. Now I'm just gonna add a little bit at a time. So I have my loaf pan here. I sprayed it and coated with flour. So now you're just gonna add your mixture into the pan. Then after you add it, just make sure you spread it evenly. So once your batter is nice and even on the pan, I already preheat my oven to 350 Fahrenheit. And this might take 20-30 minutes, and it always depends on your oven. So my pound cake just came out of the oven, and it baked longer than I expected. It took 45 minutes. So once it's cooled down, I'm gonna cover it and save it for tomorrow. So it's the next day. My sponge cake has cooled down, so I cut into slices. And right now I want to put raspberry preserves on it. And you could use any jam you like. I'm using raspberry. So after you're put the jam, I'm gonna cut these in little cubes. So I decided to do individually trifles. So I have my like a regular champagne bottle or glass. So I'm just gonna add little cubes into the bottom, and you could, if you have like a big bowl, you could actually do it in the bigger bowl if you like. But I'm just gonna do little ones, and so you just want them on the bottom, your sponge. Push it down. Just like that. So I got my sponge cake all on the bottom of my glasses. So now I'm gonna add some sherry wine. And you do not need to add sherry wine if you don't want to. So I already add my sherry wine to it. So I have blueberries and strawberries. And once again, if you don't want to add alcohol, you could always make a sugar syrup. It's just like sugar and water, and you just put it in here to make the sponge cake more moist. Now I'm gonna use blueberries and strawberries. You could use any fruit you like. So I'm just gonna layer it. So to make the cluster, I have my saucepan ready out. I'm going to put it on medium heat. And I'm going to put 2 cups of heavy cream. I'm just going to let this get to a boil point. Okay, while that's heating up, I got 5 egg yolks. And I have 1/3 cup of sugar. Two teaspoons of cornstarch. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now you just want to whisk this together. Okay, my heavy cream is starting to boil. I'm going to take it off the heat. And you slowly add it to your egg mixture. Okay, now I want to put this back to my saucepan. I want to put it back on medium heat. And I just want to whisk this until it starts to thicken up. My cluster has finished, it thickened up. Now I'm just going to add it on the top. just want to put this in the refrigerator so the custard could harden up, and I'm gonna leave it in maybe 30 minutes to an hour. So I left these in the fridge for 30 minutes. I think they're settled nice already. I have some whipped cream. You can always make your own. I decided to buy it today. So all you have to do is add some on top. And I'm gonna add some almonds. You could add anything you want. Some people add some cherries on top. But I decided some almonds. And there you go. Time for the taste test. Trifle came out so delicious. The alcohol, you could really taste the alcohol soaked in the sponge. Came out nice. I love the custard. Everything about this picture, I love it. I might have put a little bit too much alcohol, but I think it's perfect. I think this would be a perfect for dessert for 4th of July.